Welcome to today's deep dive into the Iranian Rial. We're exploring its investment potential, focusing on the impacts of redenomination and examining the risks and prospects it holds. The basics of Iranian Rial redenomination. In recent economic shifts, Iran has undertaken a significant move by redenominating its currency, the Iranian Rial. This process involves slashing zeros from the currency's face value to simplify transactions and improve public perception of the currency amidst hyperinflation. The government's initiative aimed to replace the old rial with a new currency called the toman, where 10,000 rials are equivalent to 1 toman. This change was intended to make the currency easier to use in daily economic activities and help stabilize the market prices. For investors, understanding this redenomination is crucial, as it directly impacts the nominal value of investments and might influence the real value over time. It's a strategic move meant to rejuvenate the economy and potentially make the rial more appealing to both local and international investors. Implications of redenomination on investment. The redenomination of the Iranian Rial carries significant implications for investors. By reducing the numerical complexity of transactions, the move aims to streamline financial activities and potentially enhance the appeal of the rial in the global market. For investors, this could mean a more straightforward calculation of returns and a cleaner financial statement. However, it's crucial to note that redenomination alone does not alter the intrinsic value of the currency or directly improve economic fundamentals such as productivity or export competitiveness. Investors should be wary that while the face value changes, the underlying economic challenges, such as sanctions, inflation, and political instability, remain and continue to influence investment risk and returns. Revaluation. Prospects. Revaluation of the Iranian rial would involve an increase in its value against foreign currencies, which could occur through government policy or as a result of macroeconomic improvements. For this to happen, Iran would need to see significant positive shifts in its economic indicators, such as strong GDP growth, increased foreign investment, or stabilization in its political landscape. Additionally, easing international sanctions could lead to an increased demand for rial, thus pushing up its value. For investors, revaluation could result in higher returns on investments held in rial, but betting on such an event involves closely monitoring Iran's economic policies and international relations. The prospects of revaluation present a potentially high-reward scenario, but it comes with the risk of relying on favorable geopolitical and economic developments that may or may not materialize. Risks of devaluation. Investing in the Iranian rial carries inherent risks of devaluation, a phenomenon where the currency loses its value relative to other global currencies. Several factors can precipitate such a decline, making it a significant concern for investors. Firstly, economic sanctions have historically played a pivotal role in the devaluation of the rial. These international penalties can restrict Iran's ability to trade freely, reducing its earning potential and putting pressure on its currency. Sanctions can lead to reduced foreign direct investment and isolation from global financial markets, both of which can severely undermine the rial's strength. Secondly, inflation within Iran has been a persistent issue. High inflation erodes the purchasing power of the currency, leading to a natural devaluation. As goods and services become more expensive domestically, the currency's value diminishes in the international market, thereby reducing investor confidence in holding assets denominated in the rial. Political instability is another critical risk factor. Changes in government, public unrest, or geopolitical tensions can destabilize the economy and lead to a loss of confidence among both domestic and international investors. This often results in capital flight, where investors move their assets out of the country to more stable environments, further driving down the currency's value. Lastly, The global economic environment also influences the rial's value. Global downturns, fluctuations in oil prices, or changes in trade policies with key partners can all trigger devaluation. Investors need to be acutely aware of these broader economic indicators, as they can dramatically affect the currency's stability and their investment returns. Current economic indicators. To fully understand the investment landscape of the Iranian Rial, one must consider the current economic indicators that influence its performance. Key indicators include Iran's inflation rate, which has been persistently high, eroding the domestic value of the currency. Additionally, the country's unemployment rate and GDP growth are important metrics to assess economic stability and growth potential. Foreign exchange reserves and the balance of payments also provide insight into the country's ability to manage and stabilize the rial against foreign currencies. Monitoring these indicators can provide investors with a clearer picture of the economic health of the country and the potential risks or rewards of investing in its currency. These factors are essential for making informed investment decisions and predicting future movements in the value of the rial. Market sentiment and investor behavior. Market sentiment and investor behavior play pivotal roles in the valuation of the Iranian rial. Positive sentiment, driven by favorable economic news or geopolitical stability, can enhance investor confidence, increasing demand for the rial. Conversely, negative news, such as increased economic sanctions or political unrest, can lead to rapid declines in currency value as investors pull out. It's crucial for investors to gauge the mood of the market and the actions of both local and international investors. This sentiment often acts as an early indicator of potential value shifts in the currency, allowing agile investors to respond promptly to changing conditions. Understanding these dynamics helps in predicting currency trends and making informed decisions about entering or exiting investments. Risk management techniques. Investing in a volatile currency like the Iranian Rial requires robust risk management strategies to mitigate potential losses. Thanks for joining us in this comprehensive exploration of the Iranian Rial. Remember, investing in any currency carries its risks and should be approached with caution and thorough research. Keep seeking knowledge and stay informed.